It's a good morning and welcome to the Bloomingdale Regional Library, where we're celebrating the installation of Hillsborough County government's first electric charging station. A little bit of history behind this morning's dedication. In June of this year, our county commission unanimously voted to participate in a 2-year Department of Energy grant that provided the ChargePoint electric car charging stations to the county free of charge, and we see one right here. The county covers the cost only for the installation and of the electric use at the charging stations. Car models vary slightly, but on average, a 4-hour charge at the 240-volt outlet will power an electric car like the Chevy Volt that you see here plugged in for around 40 miles for about $1.50 in electric costs. A quick 1-hour charge would cost about 50 cents. There will be no cost to the electric vehicle drivers to get a charge at the county government's electric charging stations, but during this 2-year grant period. So the user will only have to pay whatever parking rate might be required if it's located in one of the parking garages. So this effort puts infrastructure on the ground to support residents and visitors who would like to get around in vehicles that put out fewer emissions, reduce fuel costs, and extend our precious domestic energy resources. Very, very important points. Hillsborough County is installing a total of 7 electric car charging stations at county facilities over the coming months, including this one. Other locations include the County Center Public Parking Garage downtown on Pierce Street. There will be 2 charging stations there. The EPC offices, our own offices at the corner of Queen Palm and Falkenberg, the Jimmy Keel Regional Library, the Jan Platt Regional Library, and the Plant City Courthouse. So we at EPC are certainly proud to be part of this regional effort that is putting as many as 150 electric car charging stations throughout the Tampa Bay area, including at the St. Pete Times Forum, Hillsborough Community College, various locations sponsored by the City of Tampa, and there are also stations at other locations such as Lakeland and Sarasota, Bradenton, and north to Zephyr Hills, and also at USF. And if you look at the chart over there on the right, you see that as far as stations that are already in place, the Tampa-Orlando area is number 3 in the nation, behind San Francisco and Southern California as far as the number of stations already in place. And we expect that in the next couple of months there will be 150 just in the St. Pete, Tampa area alone. So that's tremendous. And what that is allowing is for the dealers to bring the cars in here because they know there's a lot of community support for having the charging stations. These stations all have a universal plug and can charge electric vehicles from all the different car manufacturers. And we see examples of the Chevy Volt and the Nissan Leaf here this morning. Being part of this regional effort to provide the infrastructure, we support local car dealers in their efforts to bring these cars to consumers, and we also support the consumers who need public places to charge their cars in. And at this point, we also see that Commissioner Mark Sharpe is here this morning. Thank you, Commissioner. Would love for you to say a few words. Commissioner Sharpe has been supportive in so many efforts to have Hillsborough County lead by example in energy efficiency and alternative fuel use, and as the head of the sustainability efforts within the county. And I welcome you to share your thoughts with us if you'd like.
It's good to be here this morning. It's good to see Commissioner Higginbotham as well. We're very excited in Hillsborough County about the leadership role that we're playing in the electric charge stations and in electric vehicles. The chart over there that I looked at when I was walking up tells a story. National distribution of charge points, electric vehicle recharge stations, we're number 3. We decided we were going to make this a priority. And it's a priority because we believe over the next decade, 2 decades, technology is going to advance. Electric vehicles are going to become a part of the American lifestyle. You're going to see them on the road. You're going to see them in our neighborhoods. We're going to be charging from our homes. But when we go out, when we come to the library or other places where we're going to stay for a while, we're going to be charging as well when we're out on the road. And that's going to give the people who build these cars the opportunity to sell more of them. And it's also going to give the companies that produce the energy right here in America the opportunity to fuel our automobiles. And that's what's so important. We're going to have cars that over time will not be reliant on foreign oil, but on American energy. So it'll be American energy and American technology, American jobs, and I hope that will help fuel our recovery. So I want to say to Mr. Al Higginbotham, honored to serve with you, sir. Thank you for all that you've done to help push this forward, because I know that as chairman, you were instrumental in seeing this through. We want to thank you. I want to thank you all for coming out here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Garrity.
I'd also like to ask Commissioner Al Higginbotham to make some comments. Commissioner Higginbotham was chairman when Commissioner Sharpe was appointed to the Sustainability Committee, and we thank you for all of your efforts.
Thank you very much. And in the world of politics, where we're supposed to go around and compliment one another, occasionally you do have to out someone, and actually two people. We had hoped, and Dr. Garrity wasn't going to do this, but we had hoped for their attendance this morning, but they both don't feel comfortable with the electric car. But Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon have declined to be a part of this today. And in all seriousness, it is the innovation and the vision that EPC and working with Mark, and Mark, you're too kind with your comments, but Mark's the guy that ran this through, and it's incredible to think that we have this charging station here and that we will lead the nation. And at some point, we're going to get tired of saying we're number 3 or we're number 7. Hillsborough should be number 1 in all efforts. But Henry Ford is the one who said, if I'd asked people what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. And sometimes you have to step out of that circle, and you have to realize that there is future, there is vision through innovation. And Dr. Garrity, you're certainly showing the way with that. And Mark, you give me way too much credit. So the members of the media, make sure you talk to Mark about what he's done here. But thank you for coming out on an early Monday morning, and I'll turn it back over to the good doctor.
Thank you, Commissioners, for your comments and your leadership in moving our county forward into a future of clean energy alternatives. And at this point, I wanted to just mention a couple of other folks that are here. We have Dave Jenquin with Mara Chevrolet, and you brought your vote there. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And your office is located in St. Petersburg, right? Great. And we also have Enterprise Leasing. Jason Hughes has brought a leaf, and it's right over here, right over there, where it says "Rent Me." I didn't even know they were available in the area until this morning, so that's great to see also. And Kevin Slane with Nissan Autoway has also brought a leaf. And Kevin, thank you so much. Thank you for participating. So the cars that you see right up front here are brought to us by two very special guests, one being Ken Hernandez with Tico Peoples Gas. And he was telling me I think they have 3 volts now and probably expect to have about 10 in the near future. So I'd like to thank Ken for bringing his Volt here today. The other Chevy Volt, the red one right here, actually belongs to one of our EPC engineers, Jason Waters, who bit the bullet and went out and bought one. So congratulations to you, Jason. I think you've had it for just a couple of weeks now. Jason is leading by example to help reduce vehicle emissions in our community. And Jason, we thought you'd be the perfect person to do a little demo for us on how you actually plug this in and what's involved in getting it charged up. So can you do that?
It's going to tell me someone's using one plug, and it says tap to start. I do have to register and have a card, or I can use my iPhone if I left this at home, if I have one. Then I just need to unplug the connector, uncoil the cord, plug the car in. That's it. You do that when you come home, it takes about a minute. And in a second, the car will beep and tell me it's charging. And next morning when I get up, I just do the same thing when I'm ready to go to work. Probably takes me less than filling up twice a week, having to stop at the gas station. But that's it. That's that easy.
the county government's electric car charging stations and many others in the area are actually connected to an online network, and some of you have seen that operate on the smartphones and iPads that you see here this morning. This network allows drivers to use their computer or their smartphone to quickly locate the stations throughout the entire country. The network, which is called mychargepoint.net, also lets users know which charging stations are available and which ones are already in use, if they're available that very moment, and shows them what service fee there might be to plug in. So this is a very inspiring morning for me, and I think for you also. Thank you for being here this morning to help celebrate this Hillsborough County government's steps to offer efficiency, sustainability, and an alternative fuel technology to the greater community.